Well, good morning to you. I hope you had a wonderful July 4th holiday and had time to spend it with family or friends. And even if not, that it was a good holiday. It's kind of warm out there today, a typical hot July day. I decided this week, rather than sending you my traditional three-paragraph email, I would instead take 5 minutes and make a video. So if you notice me looking down like this every now and then, it's because I'm checking my timer. I want to honor the time that you will give me in watching this video. And I'll do this periodically just as a way of shaking things up a little bit and giving you a chance to hear from me what's going on in our transition process. I want to remind you why I am here at Trinity. For those of you that maybe haven't thought about that in a while. Back in late 2021, you went through Interim Pastor Ministries and called me to come to you with one purpose in mind. And that was to be used by God to help you in your process of getting yourself healthy and strong and ready for your next lead pastor. And so what we have done over the last 6 months is, first of all, during the first 3 months, I just wanted to get to know you. We had lots of conversations. If I did not have a chance to talk with you, my door is still open. My phone is available. Please feel free to give me a call or send me a text or email and say, hey, you didn't talk to me back in the early part of the year. And I would be honored to sit down and talk with you about your church, about you, getting to know you better. But during the second 3 months, I shifted my focus toward gathering information. I wanted to gather information, of course, about you. I wanted to gather information about the church, both historically and presently, in terms of ministries and strengths and weaknesses and all those things, as well as information about the community. Now, we did that in several ways. There was a church-wide survey that many of you filled out. At least half of you did that. Enough that I think we have a good feel from what you shared about what you feel are our strong points, areas where we need to maybe do better, and so we are using that data. We also received information from you about your values and what you think is important in the life of the church at our Journey Wall event that we had a few weeks ago. Secondly, we got information from the community. We did that through a company called Percept that gives us basic demographic data as well as information about the spiritual condition of the community. And we got some very good information, some surprising information about the community around Trinity and in Sparta and in the surrounding area. So that got us through the first 6 months. Now, we're in the process of taking that information and trying to understand it. Now, I've been saying we because you affirmed a group of people that are working with me to do this work. I don't feel like I'm qualified by myself to be able to tell you what you need to do as a church. Yes, I'm a minister. Yes, I am trained as a consultant. Yes, I have all of the tools in my toolbox to help us do a good job of that, but it still is better when it comes from members of the congregation. So we have our transition team, and together we are working. And right now what we are doing is we're taking the information from your responses, both on the survey and on the Journey Wall event, along with the community information, to come up with some recommendations about some actions that we can take as a church to help the church become stronger and ready for your next pastor. Some of these are going to be one-time events. Some will be short-term ministry projects. Sometimes it may be launching a new ministry objective that might go forward even after your next pastor comes. But our goal is always to focus on how we can help the church become stronger, healthier, ready to go forward, so that when the new pastor arrives, you know where God has shaped you as a church. You can share that with him, and together you can go forward in the next chapter in your life as a congregation. So I want you to know that anytime you have a question about what's going on, please feel free to come and ask. You can ask me, you can ask one of our transition team members. I'll put them on a list in this email along with this video, and feel free to talk to us. Give us your insights. And then in a few weeks, when you hear through the session what the recommendations are that we are making to you as a church, then I hope that you will join us as we work together to become the church that you, then more importantly, that God would want us to be as we welcome our next pastor here in just a few months. So God bless you. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you, Lord's willing, on the Lord's Day. God bless you.